What's going on, folks? My name is Joe, aka J to the OE. Welcome or welcome back to Joe Eats Games, where we talk about video games, food, nerd stuff, or anything else that's going on in my life. This game, either you've never heard of it before, or everybody's been talking about it. And today, I want to tell you why this game is very important to the game industry. But before we get started, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section, are you down with the Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Have you played it? What do you think? This is a little bit different. You know, I don't really do these types of rants. But I love this game. I remember seeing it at that Xbox showcase last year, and it was a thing that stood out. I had no idea what it was, and it just looked really amazing, honestly. Turn-based RPG with some quick time mechanics, with some parrying and amazing graphics. I could not wait to play it. And I actually had a really tough time buying this. It took me a week or so to find a physical at GameStop because I didn't realize how crazy it would be. They sold 2 million copies in the first weekend or the first week or something like that. It's crazy. And that doesn't include the Game Pass inclusion out of all of those sales. So Clair Obscur Expedition 33, it's about this paintress or this lady or this monster, I still don't know because I'm only like 10, 12 hours into this thing, that paints numbers every year on this pillar. And it goes backwards, and by that time, every number that she writes, that age dies. And so now she's at 33, and people who are of the age of 33 goes out and tries to fight her. You know, that's really all I can say, because even the first 2 hours of this thing was crazy. It made me just go like, what the heck is going on? And I'm constantly amazed about all the things that are going on. Now, the first thing is, I think this is what gamers are super hungry for. Something completely original, not a remake, not a 2 or a sequel, not a Battlefield 8 or Call of Duty 99 or a Madden, even though I love me some Madden, you know, but something completely unique and an original IP with a great story, great graphics, and great gameplay. We have been hungry for this because honestly, we've been, you know, inundated with so many remakes and so many like sequels and sequels and whatever, you know. And I think because large studios are scared to make a mistake, you know, and this is the same thing with the movie industry. That's why there's Marvel movies everywhere, you know, and people are scared. People are scared to lose money, and so they choose a safe route. But these guys chose to develop and make a game, not necessarily to make money, because this is $50, not $70 or $80. But they chose to make a game because they wanted to make something good. They wanted to make something great. And something that we learned about this is that these guys only have a staff of only like 30 people, you know? Compared to the Ubisofts and the Sucker Punches and the Rockstars who have hundreds and hundreds of employees, this was only developed by 30 people. And I think that's insane. You know what that teaches me? That teaches me that less is more. It's easy to be creative when you have a budget over hundreds of millions of dollars and you could do whatever you want, essentially. But I think true creativity is essentially with sticks and duct tape. What kind of magic can you do with that? And they were super creative with a super small staff, and you're forced to be creative. Another thing that I think this taught us is that people still want to play single-player games. I remember, was it Ubisoft or another company, but they're like, nobody wants to play single-player games anymore. Everybody wants to play multiplayer games, and that's really not true. You know, I want to sink myself into a story and really play the mess out of it and be the protagonist and get lost in the world and just wander and not feel like I'm trudging through things. And this is what this game has been doing for me. Another reason why this is a big deal is that this is, again, I mentioned, $50. $50. And the Lumiere edition, who sold out everywhere, was only, what, $70 at retail. But now it's like hundreds of dollars on eBay because this game is so good. This game is so good. you know? And that tells us, like, really good games with really good gameplay could be sub $70 or $80. It's your turn, Nintendo and Xbox and PlayStation, you know, with your games. You could do it, and you could make some money. And so if you haven't played this, if you haven't heard of this game, go check it out. Go support this studio, you know. It's crazy that $50 is cheap for a game. I remember back in my day when each game was $49.99. And yeah, I remember the price hike from $49.99 to $59.99. And now it's, you know, $69.99 or $79.99. But anyways, go support this game. This is amazing. So that's it. That's my rant. I hope you guys play this game. This isn't a sponsor. This isn't anything. This is like just something I really enjoyed and I really wanted to talk about and I really wanted to promote because this is a great game. So hopefully you play it. If not, whatever. Doesn't matter. Again, it's a video game. Big deal. Like what you like. Do what you do. So I will see you later, or I will see you another time.